All right, we're here with a Boss Steel Blades exclusive review of a Great Eastern Cutlery, knife number 933124 in Snakewood. Let's get into the model. So, I normally do videos on my channel, Slipjoint Display. Joel is a buddy of mine, and he asked me if I would stand in as a guest reviewer for a few videos for Boss Steel Blades, and I said that I would. The knife we are looking at today is a Great Eastern Cutlery 93 in Snakewood, and this 93 is a little bit different than the other Snakewood releases. This is the Satin model. So, satin finished blade. These were interesting as they're coming out, especially this one. I know that the satin finished models are more limited. I picked this up from Boss Steel Blades. And this one is a little bit different than the Northfields that we saw in the previous run, mainly because of the shortened long pole. Now, with this being a satin model, you've also got a different etch on the blade, which, you know, I looked at it and, you know, it is Northfield trim. Here is your typical Northfield tube. This is the similar model. Here is the Northfield tube that goes to this 93. So you see that it matches the etch and how it's written. And then, of course, on your tube, satin is designated there. Snakewood is an interesting wood. This isn't the first knife in Snakewood that I've had. It comes from the northern coastal regions of South America, and it's a hardwood. In looking into it, Snakewood is an extremely expensive, and it's a rare wood. It's very expensive. It's used on pool cues and knives and some other stuff. Now, even beyond that, the Snakewood used on this 2024 release of 93s, there was two different designations. One was heart snakewood and one was russet. This is russet, and the difference between the two is how distinctive the pattern is. Let me see. Here's another knife in Snakewood. This is an old 74 from 2017. I just want to give a different example of what Snakewood looks like. You can kind of see the pattern there in the wood, how it's kind of patchy. So, I mean, this being russet Snakewood, the grain that you're going to get isn't as distinctive as the heart Snakewood, although I think I kind of got lucky with this one. This has really nice grain on it. It really stands out. Snakewood will darken some, hopefully not drastically, because I really do like the way this looks. The other thing about these models as they came out was that the long pole is shortened. So here's an example of a Northfield from the previous run. The previous run being 2019. Yeah, 2019. So you can see the length of the long pole there as opposed to this. The different, I mean, this is 2/3 the size. This is 1.5 inches. This is 1 inch. So there you go on that. Fluted bolsters, cut swedge, really nicely done. I have flushed this quite a bit. Gotta strike it down the middle. That looks good. Nice brass liners. Yeah, they did a good job with these. Swayback jack is the pattern type. And of course, sheep's foot blade. When I reviewed this Bone 93 from 24 on my channel on Slipjoint Display, and I got into the history of the pattern and, you know, that type of thing. But I figured this model was different enough that I could really just focus on this for this review. Cloud shield, fluted bolsters, of course, satin blade, because this is one of the satin models. I haven't sharpened this. This is their edge. A little bit wide down there. But I want to get this guy sharpened up and into my pocket. The 93s are a loved pattern. I'm glad to see the action on this one. They did better with this than they did with the bone model that I got. And that's one of the distinctive features of the 93s that have come out from Great Eastern Cutlery, you know, the original run from 2019. It's interesting how close these are. And I think that in this 2024 run, there was, I mean, this is Coca-Cola, and I think there was Coca-Cola models that came out. I think it was an SFO. I didn't get one from the 2024 run, but just interesting how close these are in all of their specs. But the action being very heavy, very hard snap is a distinctive feature of the 93s. And this Snakewood feels pretty good. Like I said, I flushed it, I don't know, maybe 6 times the day that I got it. Just kept it moving. It looks like they did a really good job with this. These liners almost look a little bit proud there. It's nothing that's going to bother me. I mean, I'm good with it. Some woods can shrink and swell depending upon conditions. So you can have, you know, small inconsistencies. If that's what this is, whatever. I like the knife the way that it is. The action feels good. I think it's only going to clear out more with time. Let's take a look around the knife. So, I don't know, 2 3/4 cutting edge, a little over 3-inch blade, and then your total is 7 inches, something like that. Satin really does attract fingerprints. It needs a patina on it. Let's look and see if we've got any gapping. A little bit. A couple pieces of sand in there, that's all. That's all I'm seeing. So, that's that. That Northfield etch and that cut swedge. I'm kind of on the fence about how I feel about this long pull. I'm a big fan of Great Eastern Cutlery's original long pull and how they do it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm still getting used to it. The cut swedge does look good, though. I mean, it, you know, not only does it change the pull, but it also changes the swedge that's cut. I mean, this earlier model, it's a shorter swedge. With this one, I guess it's because they put the swedge over top of the pull. Yeah. Whereas on the older models, they started the swedge after the pull. So that's another change. Interesting. That's a really, I mean, if you look at this side, that really is a long swedge there. Look at that. But they did a good job with them. I can dig this, absolutely. We are really close to being flush at half. I'm going to call that flush at half. I mean, I can almost not catch on that. It's a good job by Great Eastern Cutlery. It's an interesting profile with the knife closed with that swedge in there. Look at that wood, that grain. They did a good job with these. Cloud shield, fluted bolsters, long cut swedge. All right, guys, I wanted to bring it out. I wanted to show it and have some discussion. You want to get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Grayson Cutlery, 93 Snakewood. We'll have a few more videos coming on the Boss Steel Blades channel. I will see you guys on the next video.